Hi everyone. So I'm Andrea and I work with Jessie May as part of the fundraising team and as media officer. And today I am joined by Helen and Sarah. Helen, would you like to introduce yourself and what your role is with Jessie May?
Hello there, my name's Helen and I'm the bereavement support team leader at Jessie May. And part of our service is to support parents both before their children die, but particularly after the death of their child. Our support can be in various ways. We can either talk to parents over the phone, we can do meetings, speak to parents over Zoom and Teams. We also go out and visit parents and just sit and have a cuppa and a chat and just listen to our parents. We give them the opportunity to talk about their children when perhaps there isn't anybody else that they can share certain things with. We remember the children on their birthdays. We send parents cards to say that we're thinking of them. Also the anniversary of when their child died. And just things around Christmas. Valentine's Day is today, Mother's Day, Easter, things like starting school, going back to school, starting new schools, all of those sort of anniversaries which are reminders all the time. And that's sort of really what we do. So we're not counsellors, but we listen and we talk, and we talk about the fun times as well as the sad times. So we're always happy to talk about and to remember the children, remember the funny things that either the children used to say or do, or their favourite colours, their favourite TV programmes. It's just that familiarity, that reminder, and that yeah, we're just there to sit and listen and to talk.
Thanks, Helen. It's wonderful. And I know you've worked with Jessie May for a long time now, and you're well loved by many of the families. So we've got Sarah here with us today. Sarah, would you like to tell us about Harvey Hext Trust and how who you are and how you started on your journey of being a charity owner?
Yes, yeah. So I'm Sarah Hext, and I founded the Harvey Hext Trust. And the charity was founded in memory of my son Harvey, who passed away when he was 9 years old of glioblastoma cancer. And I just found that there was some bereavement support, obviously with Jessie May, but there's not a great deal of support around for children that have lost a brother or a sister. And I just wanted to do something really to help with that, and had visits from the lovely Helen and gave her some ideas of what I wanted to do. And I wanted to found a charity that provided memory boxes for children whose sibling had died. And our memory boxes are designed by the child using photographs, and anything that is special to them, and that in itself is great because it opens up some really important conversations with the children. When why did you choose that photograph? And it's good for them to talk about the person who has died, and happy memories, and it's good for them to learn that it's okay to cry as well. And then once we've designed the memory boxes with them, we have them manufactured and sent to their home, and each child designs their own memory box with their own memories. And so that's the main focus of what we do. We do that across the country actually. And then we also provide booklets for younger children who've lost a brother or sister, and family days out, because that can be quite tricky. Being a bereaved mum myself, I know how difficult it is going to a venue and asking for 3 tickets to go in rather than 4, and just very simple things like that. So yes, we do that as and when we can as well.
And how does it work, Sarah, together with Jessie May? How do you work together as charities?
So charities working together are great, aren't they? Because you get the best support that you can get. And so Helen will obviously have conversations with her bereaved families and refer them to us if they'd like a memory box. And then that can open up all sorts of conversations. You know, sometimes I talk to the parents on the phone, and for them to talk to another parent that's kind of been through it can, you know, also enhance the whole process of making the memory boxes. So yes, so that's mainly how we work with Jessie May. And then obviously also when we have tickets to days out, Helen will advertise them for us, and provide the booklets if any of the families would like them as well.
Yeah. And Helen, how do you find it as a relationship, and what do the families say to you, you know, about having Sarah involved as well?
I think that as Sarah said, I think with Sarah, you know, sadly being a bereaved mum herself, she kind of gets it. It's not, you know, I'm not a bereaved mum. You know, I can listen, but probably I don't get it quite as in the same way that Sarah does. And I think that is something that parents actually latch onto, the thought that, you know, Sarah's a bereaved mum, that she's been through it, and you know, her charity with the boxes are just amazing. You know, there is little support out there for children, for siblings, and you know, and just being able to refer and to give parents the idea that again, it's something that parents can do for their other children. It's a very practical thing. We all like doing, you know, whenever there's bad news, the first thing we do is put the kettle on and have a cup of tea. You know, you can't do that quite so much with children. And as Sarah said, it's opportunities to talk about, because sometimes it's very difficult for parents to talk to their other children about their child that has died, or for the other children, they don't want to talk to their mum and dad because they don't want to upset them. But it does open up those conversations. And I know with the boxes that either, you know, they can be in display in the whole of the house where everybody looks at them, or siblings can take their individual. What I didn't realise when Sarah first started her charity, I thought it was one box per family, but it's not. It is every sibling in the family are able to have their own box, their own bear as well, which hasn't been mentioned yet, but I think the bears are very tactile, they're very physical things. We also have those bears as well. We buy those bears through grant funding. And so we give those to parents, because often the parents miss out on the bears. It's the other siblings. So we give those bears to our parents. It's a real physical thing. And as I was saying, the boxes can be hidden away, and the children can get them out when they want to. So if they want to keep them under their bed and not let anybody see that they're looking at the things inside. But you know, they're good sturdy boxes that will last a lifetime and will, you know, will be there for a long time, and they can put in anything that they want to.
And that was part of the idea as well, is that as the children grow up and they leave home, you know, they've got their own memory box to take with them. I know as a parent, you just want to keep everything, you know, but this belongs to the child, and they can take it with them. And then when they maybe go on and have their own families, they can introduce who their aunt or uncle would have been, you know, to their family as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm really I love that you the bears go to some of the adults as well. I think that's really really lovely. Yeah, I really do. It's
because you know, because if you say to parents, oh, we've got it, because they're memory bears, there's a special place in the back of the bears that you can keep something quite small. So, you know, a piece of jewelry, a small item of clothing, some of the child's ashes, even. I think that's what they were designed for, but you could put anything in there. And, you know, when we talk to parents about them, so we've got these bears, oh, no, we don't want bears, but, oh, we'll have a look. And several times we've taken them in to show parents, and actually we've said, we're not taking, you know, you said you didn't want it, but actually, you know, parents have actually sat and cuddled that bear while we've been at a visit, and the thought of taking it away. So it's a very tactile, a very physical. They are beautiful, the bears, they really are.
It's a lovely idea.
Very special.
Yeah.
And the first time I went away after Harvey had died, the first time we went to visit my parents down in Cornwall, you know, you just feel like you've got nothing to take, but you can take the bear, you know, it's just an easy thing to carry. You can pop something in the back of it, and yeah, you know, it's not the same obviously as having your child there, but you've got something there, and it's in your head, it's a way of showing you know that you're remembering them. You're not going with
that makes sense.
So that some of the bears are better well travelled than some of us. I do know of parents that have taken their bears on cruises, and they get new outfits every time this football club that they support gets a new strip. They buy their bear a new.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a family who had planned a big holiday to abroad, and they were all going, and then their daughter sadly died, and they sent me a picture from the airport, and they were all together, and they had their bear, and it makes me cry every time I think of it. And they just sent me this picture saying we're all together, we're all going, and they had her ashes in the bear.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you both for just giving us a short little glimpse into how you work together, and the wonderful work that you both do. And I'm sure many people watching will want to thank you enormously. Keep up the amazing work, ladies.